We've had our suspicions for a while now that the iPhone 16 series would bring some major changes to the iPhone screen sizes. And now, leaked images of iPhone 16 case dummies have surfaced, giving us a glimpse of how these rumored size changes might actually look. Sonny Dixon, a trusted Apple tipster, shared these images with X, showcasing all 4 rumored models of the iPhone 16. The iPhone 16, 16 Plus, 16 Pro, and Pro Max, lined up side by side in descending order of premiumness. One thing that immediately catches the eye is the iPhone 16 Pro Max, which is listed as the largest phone in the lineup, boasting a 6.9-inch screen size, an increase from last year's 6.7-inch size. The iPhone 16 Pro also gets a size bump, going from 6.1 inches to 6.3 inches. On the other hand, the iPhone 16 and 16 Plus are said to retain their screen sizes of 6.1 inches and 6.7 inches, respectively. These findings align with the previous rumors we've been hearing about the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Plus. In addition to the screen sizes, these leaked iPhone 16 dummy units also seem to confirm another rumor, the arrangement of the cameras. Unlike the diagonal camera setup on the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus, the iPhone 16 and 16 Plus cameras appear to be arranged vertically. This change in design might have something to do with spatial video capabilities. While the 15 Pro and Pro Max can capture spatial video, allowing users to enjoy 3D-style content on the Apple Vision Pro headset, the 15 and 15 Plus lack this feature. So, why is Apple going back to the iPhone 12 style design? Our guess is that spatial video could be the driving force behind this decision. Apple might be aiming to enhance the user experience by bringing spatial video capabilities to a wider range of iPhone models. With these exciting developments, it's clear that the iPhone 16 series is set to shake things up in the world of smartphones. The 15 Pro and Pro Max are believed to have the ability to capture images from 2 slightly different angles simultaneously, thanks to their vertically arranged lenses. Unfortunately, this feature is not available on the 15 and 15 Plus. However, if Apple decides to include vertically arranged camera lenses on the iPhone 16 and 16 Plus, it could make spatial video format accessible to a wider audience, thereby boosting sales of Apple Vision Pro. On the other hand, Apple might stick with the camera style of the iPhone 12, but we're eagerly hoping that the spatial video rumor turns out to be true. In terms of camera arrangement, the iPhone 16 Pro and iPhone 16 Pro Max are expected to remain unchanged, as indicated by the latest set of dummy images. Nevertheless, both models are rumored to feature an increased screen size, allowing for an ultra-wide camera upgrade on the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max, and an enhanced optical zoom range for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Regarding the color options, the iPhone 16 Pro Max and iPhone 16 Pro are available in light blue or gray and black, respectively. However, there are rumors suggesting that the Pro will be launched in black, white, silver, and pink, replacing the current blue variant. On the other hand, the iPhone 16, the smaller version, has a pink finish, while the Plus version comes in black. In addition to these 2 finishes, there is word from China indicating that the iPhone 16 range will be offered in 7 colors, including the addition of white and purple to the existing hues of the iPhone 15. Now, fans of compact smartphones may be feeling a bit disappointed, as the latest iPhones are rumored to be even bigger this year. While the larger size of the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max may pose some challenges in terms of portability, there are potential benefits as well. The increased chassis size could pave the way for exciting upgrades, such as the 5x telephoto camera, previously exclusive to the 15 Pro Max, to be featured on both the 16 Pro and Pro Max. Speculations also suggest enhancements like a 48 megapixels ultra-wide camera sensor and larger battery capacities, which could be made possible by the extra space within these devices. It remains uncertain if solid-state buttons will indeed be featured on this year's iPhones. If they do make an appearance, it is speculated that the non-Pro iPhone 16 could be the first to receive this upgrade. Typically, such upgrades debut on Pro models before trickling down to other iPhone versions in subsequent generations. Now for those of you excited for the Apple iPhone 16 series, we're now going to run through the full specs design and the pricing for each model in the range to help you guys decide which one is right for you. For my regular viewers, you guys have seen this, so just skip to the next video. But if you're new here, then hit subscribe now, and we'll get right into it. So first up, we have the standard iPhone 16. With the standard iPhone 16, we get a 6.3-inch OLED display, but unfortunately, this is still going to be an LTPS display. The iPhone 16 is going to have a taller aspect ratio than last year, and it's going to be protected by Ceramic Shield too. We get the new Dynamic Island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie camera and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we've got a 12 megapixels primary camera and a 12 megapixels ultra-wide. It's powered by the A18 chipset, and it's likely coming with 6 gigs of RAM and up to 512 gigs of storage. It's also powered up by a 3561 mAh battery with 30 watts fast charging, and it's going to come with advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 6E. Now, it will of course ship with iOS 18, and it's expected to launch from around $850 in September 2024. Now next up, we've got the iPhone 16 Plus. With the iPhone 16 Plus, we get a 6.9 in OLED display, and again, unfortunately, this is another LTPS display. It's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and it's protected by Ceramic Shield too. We get the new Dynamic Island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie cameras and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we've got a 12 megapixels primary camera and a 12 megapixels ultra-wide. It's powered by the A18 chipset, and it's likely going to come with a choice of 6 gigs of RAM and up to 512 gigs of storage. It's powered by a 4006 mAh battery with 30 watts fast charging, and it comes with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 6E. Now, of course, it ships with iOS 18, and it's expected to launch from around $950 in September 2024. Next up, we got the iPhone 16 Pro. Now the iPhone 16 Pro has a 6.3 in 120Hz LTPO OLED display. It's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and the Pro is protected by Ceramic Shield 3. We get the new Dynamic Island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie camera and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we get a 48 megapixels primary camera, a 48 megapixels ultra-wide camera, then we've got a 12 megapixels tetraprism camera with 5 times optical zoom. It's powered up by the A18 Pro chipset, and it comes with 8 gigs of RAM and up to 1 terabyte of storage, and it's also powered by a 3450 mAh battery, and fast charging is still unknown at the moment, but we do expect some improvements, and of course it comes with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. It will of course ship with iOS 18, and it's expected to launch from around $1,100 in September 2024. Now finally, we save the best to last, the iPhone 16 Pro Max. With the iPhone 16 Pro Max, we get a 6.9-inch 120Hz LTPO OLED display. Again, like the other phones, it's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and it's protected by Ceramic Shield 3. We get the Dynamic Island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie cameras and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we've got a 48 megapixels primary camera, a 48 megapixels ultra-wide, and a 12 megapixels tetraprism camera with 5 times optical zoom. It's powered up by the A18 Pro chipset. It comes with 8 gigs of RAM and up to 1 terabyte of storage, and it's powered up by a 4676 mAh battery. As with the 16 Pro, we don't know the fast charging at the moment, but we do expect to see some improvements. Now it comes up with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 7, and it will of course ship with iOS 18, and this one's expected to launch around $1,300 in September 24. So overall, the iPhone 16 series is looking like a great addition to the iPhone lineup. More things remain similar. There are still plenty of upgrades with the new hardware to power it better and brighter displays. Along with the new battery thermal technology, this should really enhance the experience and work well with the new A features. Now, of course, because of all the similarities to its predecessor, is probably not going to make anyone with an iPhone 15 rush for an upgrade, but for anyone with an older iPhone or looking to get their first iPhone, that it's going to be a great choice. Now, of course, as we approach the launch, more and more information is going to continue to come in, and I'll be sharing it as soon as it does, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future.